So, John, last week we talked about water and what kind of fruit you can put in water.
Yes, and all kinds of things. How are you doing with your water?
Pretty good. But today I wanted to kind of talk about something that kind of bothers me. Okay?
This is interesting.
So, as you know, I got a 4K TV recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I moved in the house, got a 4K TV.
It came with the house.
Yes. And then I have a PS4 Pro.
It's amazing.
And you can stream stuff and the PS4 Pro. So in my head, I was always like, hey, I can stream whatever content I can get from my PS4 Pro to my TV.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
Okay? So Netflix, if you get the upgraded version, you can get 4K, their shows and movies that they actually make.
Yep.
Vudu, where I buy my digital movies, you can't actually, it is not optimized for 4K on the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Is it really?
Yes. Amazon Prime, also not optimized on PS4 Pro for 4K.
Okay.
Netflix is the only way that you can actually get 4K content on the PS4 Pro.
If you pay for the...
Which I do.
How much is that, by the way?
It's like $15, I think, in total for 4K and everything else.
Oh, so you're going to pay a
It's
couple
only a
extra
few bucks.
bucks.
Yeah. It's nothing crazy. And then you get more devices that you can be on.
Yeah.
So, much to my chagrin, that I can't actually watch any Ultra HD movies that I purchase on Vudu on my PlayStation 4 Pro. Which leaves me two options. Three options.
Break the TV.
No. I like the TV. The TV's fine. It's not the TV's fault.
Choke your way up that corporate ladder to find out who's making this happen.
But that was the other thing. I tried the smart TV apps with like Vudu and Amazon Prime and everything.
Okay.
Same. Not optimized for that specific TV.
Just for that TV.
There's certain TVs that are not optimized for 4K. Yeah. Really weird.
What TV do you have, by the way?
The Sony X900E Bravia TV. It's a last year model.
Yeah, that's still.
But it's all about the apps. So like the Google Play app that is on the Sony Bravia TV, you can download 4K movies from there and play 4K movies from there.
Okay.
But you cannot use the Vudu or the Prime because it's not optimized for that TV or the PlayStation 4 Pro. So it leaves me three options. I can buy a Blu-ray player.
Mm-hmm.
4K Blu-ray player. I could buy the Roku Ultra.
Right.
Or I could buy an Xbox One S. Because even the base model of the Xbox One S is actually supposedly optimized for Vudu 4K movies. Or Ultra HD movies.
Now, you're talking about the S or the X?
S.
S.
Even the S is base. You can use that app. That app is optimized for streaming 4K. And that is also a 4K Blu-ray player.
Get the Xbox.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
You had an Xbox.
I did. But even my old Xbox with the disc drive going and everything like that, I couldn't play 4K movies.
Oh.
Because it was the old Xbox.
Right.
It was the only slim that they allowed for the actual 4K Blu-ray drive.
Uh-huh.
So there's that option, the Roku Ultra. Because another thing that grinds my gears is that Amazon is in such competition with a lot of their competitors.
Right.
Which makes sense.
Yes.
And I can't believe I just said that statement. But, like, Vudu, you can't get Vudu on the Amazon Fire Stick or Fire TV. You cannot
There's no app?
Not without jailbreaking it.
Gotcha.
Which I had to do. I had to get it downloaded in order to download it. And same with YouTube. They won't let you have YouTube on the Fire Stick or the Fire TV.
Oh, I got YouTube on Fire Stick.
My Fire TV, which I just is brand new, I had a downloaded app on it.
Well, I got the YouTube app, which you gotta download, and then it's gonna ask, do you want to use a Silk or Firefox, and you just download Firefox.
Yours is broken though, right? Jailbroken?
No, I did on both of them. I actually factory reset mine because I wasn't liking the way.
I don't know. It made me have to download an app. Like there was like a whole video.
There's a YouTube app.
I couldn't find a YouTube app.
Just
Maybe
go
I
to
didn't look
apps.
harder. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. So,
You discredited your story.
No. Because there's more to it. Because you still can't get Vudu without having to jailbreak it.
Are you sure?
Yes, positive, 100%.
Okay, I believe you.
I tried multiple times.
All I can say is I got YouTube. I don't know
Okay, fine.
about
YouTube.
Vudu.
All right, I'll give you YouTube.
Okay.
But the Roku allows for all those apps as part of its package.
Yeah.
So, like, the Roku makes sense.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, the Xbox One S also makes sense.
Xbox One S. You get more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
You get to play games. You get all your apps on it.
But the big takeaway from all this is why do they make it so complicated? When 1080 came out, it was just like you can use 1080 or you couldn't use 1080.
I'll tell you.
Now, 4K is just, I guess, not regularly available, or they're not focusing on it for streaming right now.
It's
Discuss.
It's because 4K is right now your best bet for, I would say, gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Video and all that jazz is still catching up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're a filmmaker, you want to release it on big, huge screens and stuff like that, your big formats, 4K is good. 8K, that's why they have like 12K, 14K ridiculous cameras for that sort of thing, so they can get all that fine detail on these big screens. But yeah, for streaming, people don't realize that that's a lot of information they're putting through the air or wherever the hell it's coming from.
But I just wish I knew it was optimized, so I would have had a secondary plan.
Well, that's why I'm not such in a rush to get a 4K TV.
Good choice.
I mean, both my TVs work. I mean, for gaming, I don't know. Do you see a difference from where you sit from your TV on your PS4 Pro? Do you see a difference?
I want to say no, but there is some things that like
Enhancements.
you have to go through and change the settings, and you have to add certain enhancements both on the PlayStation and the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that I've just been playing Destiny. Something like Doom, I don't think I saw a difference with Doom, because there's a lot of texture to Doom. From a 4K video perspective, like I'm watching the second season of Luke Cage right now, like I notice a difference.
You do?
Yeah,
from
a
4K
video.
Through
Because I was watching part of it upstairs on my 1080p, and then down in the basement I was watching 4K. So I do notice a difference. But yeah, so it's just like one of those things. Is like that was just a shitty surprise. Like it's just one of those things. I was like, damn it.
I think
like you never really think about doing it. I just figured like, oh hey, yeah, there's an Ultra HD option, but if the app itself isn't optimized for it,
and that's like it's another thing too, because you'll have like old movies, they'll come out to Blu-ray, and then they'll come out to like sometimes a lot of 4K versions of things like that. It's like, do you really want to watch these old movies in 4K? Like, is that? I feel
it's like Terminator 2, like they came out with like the 4K whatever
3D.
Anniversary Edition. Yeah,
like the Terminator's like in your living room, punching you in the face.
Like I'm sure it looks great, but at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do with that kind of video quality.
Yeah.
So
it's
or like Ghostbusters in 4K. Like you can watch Ghostbusters in 4K, I think on Netflix right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like you can't really enhance that kind of film to make it like super crazy from looking at differences.
I think 4K is a big difference when we're talking monitors, computer monitors, where you got 60 frames a second and you get all that jazz and all that crisp, and spend so much money on a monitor for all that reasons.
So just make sure you know what you're buying when you buy a TV, because I mean, the TV's fine. It's still going to play 4K.
Yeah.
But it's about what kind of apps you're going to be using for the optimization and 4K content.
For me, I'm happy with 1080p. It's cheaper on the bandwidth and all that jazz. I don't have to pay Netflix extra money right now. And it plays all my apps.
Yes.
And I enjoy that.
That's good.
So.
That was my tangent.
I like that tangent.